hero. Do you think they still need more, maybe illusion clear? Because that's something that Naga Siren, of course, does bring to the table. Is there illusions? I'm thinking like a Pugna, honestly, comes to mind right off the bat.
Oh yeah, Pugna would be nice. I honestly, I haven't seen enough Naga Siren to know like how important is it to really worry about her illusions, because once upon a time that used to be my interpretation of Terrorblade also. I was like, oh, you gotta get like illusion clear, but no one really cares about Terrorblade illusions. Like, let's just kill the main hero. If we can kill him, then who cares about his illusions? But they do get something with illusion clear, and Queen of Pain is definitely fantastic at it, although Queen of Pain is supposedly not a hero, so I don't know what she's doing here.
But this is EHOME. There's people that suggest this whole Wings flashback, and for somewhat good reason, because you have two former players, Faith Beyond Hawaii, known for doing some funky stuff. In fact, just that last game against VP, we were talking about the AMs, they ran a support Clinks.
Support Clinks, yeah.
So, and even a Bristleback. So they're not afraid to try different things. Yeah, Queen of Pain's interesting, though. But Chaos, so you see this, and they don't have a lot of time to respond now. I mean, that's an awkward pick. It's you got to think they're panicking a little bit.
Yeah, and it's possible that Chaos is hoping to send this Naga Siren mid, but like I said, Naga Siren, exceptionally high armor, but Queen of Pain's all magic damage, so she doesn't really care if you have high armor. And an equally unseen hero with Wind Ranger. Oh, but it's a Weehaw Wind Ranger, so it's a favorite phrase, okay.
Yeah, it's the classic.
So I guess they're going to send Weehaw mid. And I don't know if they were planning on sending Naga mid initially, but the Queen of Pain definitely shuts it down if they were thinking about it. So it'll be a Wind Ranger mid versus a Queen of Pain, something that I have not seen in, I want to say years. Months is the conservative way to say it, but I think I haven't seen that in years. Yeah. It's been a long, long time since I've seen that matchup, but it's fairly break-even. It's a very skill-based matchup. ASD and we are both extremely skilled mechanical players, though I would give the edge to Wind Ranger and Weehaw just because Queen of Pain is not often seen, and with reason. I think a lot of people find that her blink cooldown is something that's really holding her back, because most heroes who can blink in, they can stand around in a fight after they blink in, because usually it's blink dagger builders, and it's usually very tanky heroes like Tiny that we've been seeing all over the place. Queen of Pain will blink in, she has to blink in to initiate, and then she's just extremely vulnerable. You can turn around on her immediately, and that's something that's definitely going to be an issue this game. You've got to deal with Wind Ranger Shackle, Naga Siren Root. Two heroes are going to have to worry about Naga Siren Root canceling their blink with Anti-Mage and Queen of Pain. And then Earth Spirit Silence, Earth Spirit Stun, and Sinister Gaze from Lich, and then all of that can easily be set up with a Team Fight Ravage. So I imagine that this Queen of Pain will probably have to get a BKB very early on, and that's why you don't like picking this hero, because who wants to build a BKB on a hero that's a magic damage-dealing carry?
Yeah. Quite the finish to the draft here of what is game number 1 now of this lower bracket match. Again, you lose this, you are going to the loser bracket of the playoffs, and as we mentioned earlier, it is a best of 1, so this could be a quick event if you're not careful.
Thankfully, it's only one round of best of 1. Shout out to it being a major and it being like a week and a half long. It's only the first one is the best one, and then you go back to best of 3s. So I guess it's like TI style, I suppose, because TI has only one best of 1 round, so yeah. Alrighty. I can go through the rosters real quick on your behalf, though. We got Ego playing the Anti-Mage yet again. Had a pretty fantastic performance in Game 3 of their VP. It just wasn't enough, unfortunately. ASD on the Queen of Pain. Faith Beyond, who was apparently the MVP of Game 1 in that VP series in the Darkseer, is going to be playing Beastmaster this game. And then... why can I not remember the Elder Titan player's name?
30 seconds to battle.
What is it? It's not Innocence. Innocence is Y. What are people calling it? Jiang? Tian Meng? I don't remember which one it is. I think because the Wikipedia says Tian Ming, but I don't know. I'm probably just gonna say Beastmaster. And then Y Innocence on Oracle, and then King RD on Earth Spirit, Tavo on Tidehunter, HFN on Naga Siren, Weehaw on Wind Ranger, and Misery.
Может быть, EHOME TNT, там можно...
Useful against the boars to mitigate some of that right-click damage.
Yeah. Alright, so we are back into the game now. There we go. Have full control over camera. That helps. Makes this a little bit easier. You mentioned, though, yeah, you got the solo Naga Siren up there, so it's going to be a trial line from Chaos at the bottom lane, at least. I don't know if the Anti-Mage knows
They're looking
this
for
yet.
a kill, and I don't think they're going to get it.
Whew, swing and a miss. He tried, but a little bit of a sidestep from Oracle, and he'll be fine, so. You mentioned they tried, got so far, but in the end, well...
Doesn't even matter. I don't know if they're going to keep this tri-line going. I don't really think it's in their best interest to, because Nagastarn is not going to get anything, and Beastmaster, Fate Beyond Beastmaster is, like, I would never let that go unpunished like this. So I think it's a terrible idea if Chaos are going to go with this tri-line, because Ego is more than content to fall behind as an anti-mage, because Faith Beyond will carry him. So they go again for another attempt. King RD does land the roll, and down goes the Oracle.
Oh. I'm back in the game with the camera, but apparently I needed to work on that a little bit. But yeah, as you mentioned, the Oracle goes down. So I was actually looking at this build here, Queen of Pain, of course, getting the early level in Shadow Strike, and that's something in this matchup I expect him to kind of abuse quite a bit, of course, against the Wind Ranger in the middle. But at the bottom, that one I did catch, Misery gets taken out. So response from Oracle, TPing back in, but out you go, he's in a bad spot. Blink up in 5 more seconds, eating through the trees. Looks like that Stout Shield as well, helping to keep him alive. Yes, he'll just walk on out, so early action, no doubt. But yeah, going back to your Beastmaster point as well, this is a hero right now that obviously is very powerful, and most certainly, yeah, he gets off to a good start, gets an earlier Vlad's perhaps. He'll just be pushing objectives by himself, and it's really hard to slow that down.
Yeah, I don't even know if he'll opt for a Vlad's early on. If he gets a really good start, it's entirely possible that we see like a Necrobook or even Solar Crest or something like that. So I'm curious, but yeah, I don't think it's a good idea for them to leave this Nagasarn just one-on-one, or rather one-on-two. So, I mean, they got 1 kill, it was on the Oracle. Ego is 7 last hits right now, so he's not even getting shut down that much. And who are you really helping? You're helping a Tide Hunter in your tri-lane situation. He's the farming hero for Chaos. So, is a Tide Hunter going to be remotely as effective as a Beastmaster with the equal amount of farm? Somehow I doubt it.
All setting up for Weehaw, playing the Wind Ranger to have a good time, and man, look at those denies. 10 and 10 right now in CS in this mid lane. So yeah, he's having a fantastic time when it comes to that matchup. At least back to the bottom lane though, roll in on Oracle, immediately purging himself. It's not gonna matter, maybe it will. The other Titan Echo Stop isn't enough power to save him. Might set up the turn kill though. King RD, Frost Shield is helping. And the blink away from Anti-Mage will keep Burst Spirit alive. Elder Titan, he's still chasing. He's got that briefcase slapping in the face of Lich. Frost Blast though, slowing him down, Anchor Smash, and they're going to turn this actually on Elder Titan, it looks like. The Echo Stamp hits the Tide Hunter. They do kill Mr. King RD as he went back in. And Elder Titan just walks away. So that Echo Stomp actually works, and they even get the kill on the Radiant side.
Yeah, I don't know why King RD thought it was a good idea to get back in. Even if they do get the kill on the Elder Titan, you will almost certainly die to the Anti-Mage, and the Oracle was respawning, and there's no way Oracle's going to be like, yeah, I'll go to some other lane, as ASD actually manages to get a solo kill on Weehaw mid?
Yep.
Did you see that?
Caught the, yeah, I caught the tele. I mean, he just dove the tower. He was all in for that, had the poison up, taking him down, went in for the scream, and got it. Obviously, your Spirit is able to get the return kill immediately, but solo kill, got it first, and he'll take it.
Yeah, I'll definitely take it. Now Queen of Pain is level 4.5. And we are actually at the same level because he's been denying so much. The experience differential isn't as much as it used to be, but you still get an experience differential for hitting those denies.
Nagasaren's picked up quite a bit actually at this top lane, now 18 and 2. Obviously the rotation of Elder Titan has most certainly helped her farm, what she's able to accomplish up there, but keeping an eye on the try versus try lane, that's where you expect the action to continue, as both sides using the pull somewhat right now. In the meantime, but Elder Titan, Echo Stomp, setting it up at least maybe with that Spirit, but or more so just gonna get some damage out of this, as there is a 5-minute bounty rune coming in, so yeah, EHOME set in to kind of zone them out, but our team will go to their own side, and seems like it should be an even split. Top lane, HFN is able to take this. Look at this, he's setting the boars in, trying to get the kill on it, if anything, but he's blocking with the illusions. Oh,
doesn't matter.
Oh, that was some fun interaction there.
I mean, Faith Beyond, I'm sure he's fine with that. He's still top of the CS right now, 32 and 11. And he's lining up for a Necro book, and I think that's absolutely the right call.
Yeah. Makes sense. 1,500 gold already saved up, absolutely. You're going to have a very early Necro book, and it goes back to, good luck stopping that if you're Chaos here in the earlier parts of the game, at least. You should be able to at least get that tier 1 and possibly more.
Yeah, it'll really be on Weehaw to have to recover after this. They're nice combination in the bottom lane. This is something I don't see frequently enough. Oracle was pre-channeling the Fortune's End on the Anti-Mage, so as soon as the Anti-Mage blinks in, you get a long time with the root duration, a fully charged root.
Has that level 2 Purifying Flames as well, so plenty of burst damage, also some good heal, throws it on the Anti-Mage.
Yeah, another synergy there, because Counterspell gives built-in magic resistance, so you don't take as much damage from the nuked side of Purifying Flames.
Yeah, that's a good point. Only 15% right now, but yeah, even that makes it well worth it, especially at level 2 for the heal. They're going for Tavo. There's those Fortune's End coming out. Frost Shield applied down. Eagle, he went too far for this counterspell. Tavo's not really counterspelling a whole lot, though. He is able to blink out of the last second of the Echo Stomp.
103 bonus damage.
Oh my god. That Astral Spirit, that's going to be 2 kills. This is going to be a 3rd. It looks like it. One more hit. Boom, shakalaka. It is enough eventually. Okay, needed one more. Double kill for the other Titan. 3 kills in total. Yeah, ET, when he drains that damage with the Astral Spirit, feels pretty good.
It always boggles the mind whenever people go tri-lane into an ET. He gets, currently at level 2 of Astral Spirit, he gets 30 damage per hero that it connects on. So if he hits 3 heroes, that's 90 damage for basically hitting them with a nuke that you wanted to do anyway. So yeah, this Elder Titan is devastating in tri-lane situations. So overall, EHOME's draft is looking very, very solid for this laning phase situation, although mid, ASD, Sonic Wave
gets the turn. Yeah, they were all in for that kill, and I guess a little bit of revenge there for a wee. He's like, alright, it's my turn to get the kill on you now. Of course, he did have the help of Earth Spirit initially. That's what panicked him in the first place.
A roar in the top lane, but HF is going to be able to TP out. Yeah, level 1 Necrobook already online.
Yeah, just straight into it, no boots or anything.
That's true. And went for Max Called Wild, rather. So, yeah, Faith Beyond, like, this is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I don't know if Chaos are... At some point, they're going to realize that they need to respect this Beastmaster. It may not be happening now, but people are going to slowly start filtering into this top lane and be like, wait, none of us can handle this Beastmaster.
Yeah, it's a question of are they going to realize too late at this point, because,
right.
Again, he's having a fantastic time up there. Double damage are going to be spotted by King RD, and we will come over to bottle it up, and definitely could make use of that, so keep an eye. He's already landed a couple shackle shots we've seen, then maybe with that in the focus fire, Queen of Pain could be fallen victim. Power shot on through, has that infused raindrop mitigating some of the damage, of course. In the meantime, Vlad's finished on Tidehunter down here at the bottom lane, by the way. Tavo, speaking of the Vlad's item, he picks one up earlier on. Yeah, he's had some pretty good farm. He's kind of just quietly been doing well on the CS side of things down here, and he's 3rd overall in net worth.
Yeah, hopefully they can do something with this Vlads, though, because if you're not grouping up with your team, what good is the aura really doing? It's not scaring Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage doesn't care if you have a Vlads or not. It's nothing like a Necrobook, whereas if Beastmaster has a Necrobook, Naga Siren is like, I don't know if I can lane here anymore. So they're not really discouraging Ego from farming, and they're not really pushing with it. But it's a good timing, it's just you need to actually take advantage of the timing.
They're rolling mid. They got a smoke play ready to jump on a Weehaw. Primal Roar is ready to go for Beastmaster. I don't think Weehaw has any clue this is happening, or maybe he does. He's kind of playing back. It's, if anything, there. Okay, he scans out over here and hits the Queen of Pain, but he's, I mean, they're pinging this area, so they have a good idea. In fact, Beastmaster is going to be exposed. Lich, that should be a free kill. The Earth Spirit's coming in now as well, so they're going to get the free kill on Lich. Frost Shield not in time. He goes down right after as the Elder Titan got stunned by the Shackle Shot over here. The Focus Fire helping to take him out. That double damage we mentioned earlier, making use of it, but a double kill for Faith Beyond, and then he wants more damage. He's still ready to fight. We have to respect it.
He has so little mana, and he used the Focus Fire on the Elder Titan, so he's not going to really be able to do all that much with this double damage rune. So, yeah, he's just going to have to be content with that one kill, and Faith Beyond maybe a little bit overeager going immediately for that Primal Roar onto the Lich. but it's a kill regardless. And now he finds HFN, and the boars plus the mana burn, although there's a fair amount of
he's
survivability, but yeah, he's dead.
He doesn't have his stare yet. Sonic Wave, probably not necessary, but you know what? Let's get it. It doesn't scale like the Lion Finger. It's I don't know if he thought that was in the patch notes.
Oh, see, now that's how we bring Queen of Pain into the meta.
Yeah, that'd be something. But no, they get the kill. He has an arcane rune, so that was probably part of it too. Figures, why not? Efficiency, I suppose. Middle lane, and now she's back here mid. There's the fall, or the Fortune's End even. It's not going to be enough though. It looks like Purifying Flames, but is he going to blink in again? No. He has level 4 Scream, but not worth it.
Yeah, maybe if he couldn't see that HFN TP, he may have gone for it, but seeing HFN coming back mid, which is kind of weird actually. HFN is the carry, as Ego actually goes down a lot to a try gank, and Ravage not spent. It was just Sinister Gaze into, I guess, the stun from the King RD Earth Spirit, so down goes the Anti-Mage. 4 heroes down bot, as King RD is just, I mean, HFN is just straight up abandoned top because of Faith Beyond, but this, like, it doesn't get any easier. Beastmaster's not going to slow down just because a hero's not up there, so now Tidehunter is going to have to pick up the slack as he TP's top.
It's like we saw this coming, but Tide is obviously can take care of it a bit more efficiently, especially with the Vlads, as we mentioned earlier, so it makes sense in the rotation here. And they kind of keep it in check, at least for the time being. But Naga-san, triple Wraithband, looking to build into that Yasha at least, and keep an eye on, continue to see that progression. Speaking of item progression, Anti-Mage, how's that Battle Fury looking? Going the full power treads, double Wraithband himself, so by no means rushing into it, but AM, he's in the recovery mode. They did a good job of at least doing preventing some good farm on him in the earlier part, so that is a positive for Chaos right now, what they have going. In fact, 2 through 4, as far as net worth is concerned, it's looked pretty good for them.
Yeah, it is. And Weehaw is pretty significantly outfarming the Queen of Pain, which will be consistent, or at least useful all game long, assuming that Weehaw doesn't die here. Root into the Echo Stomp. Oh, nice Shackle.
Oh, the beautiful Shackle, the shield just in case. Queen of Pain still wants this, though. He's got a Sonic Wave in his Scream. He's going to go for it. There you go. Sinister's Gaze. Misery thought he had a chance to save. Not in time, and now he's probably dead, too.
Yep.
Double kill for ASD. This Queen of Pain is 4-2-1 now, and building a Yules.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, a defensive option, but I honestly don't really know how you build Queen of Pain in 7.20, so it's fine, gives mana regen. It's just heroes that build first item Yules is just not very common these days.
Something tells me Axe could even be an option, which is how fast the game is right now. Getting that cooldown online sooner than later, and especially since you're going up against a big cooldown team on the other side, right? You got the Ravage, you got the Naga Sleep set up, Chain Frost to an extent. Oh, that's not as long, but you get the point. Maybe that could be useful. But middle lane, they're going to go onto Y, and False Promise will come out, and if anything, delay things to buy some return time. Promo Roar on her Spirit. On the boards with the damage, the Purifying Flames, it's just so fast they cannot save, and Killing Spree coming out. Y even stays alive the whole time. He has an earn on him too, by the way, as out comes the Earth Splitter. He gets hit by the Echo Stomp, not by the Earth Splitter though, so he's going to survive initially, but that briefcase can take some thwacks from it, and the Sonar Scream from ASD to finish the job, or Scream of Pain, excuse me. Takes him out. Tavo, again, the slow coming into play. Nagasaran sends in the illusion. The Echo Stomp hits, though. He still has a Ravage. Hasn't used it yet. He might need to use it defensively, if anything, right here. In fact, the Frost Shield goes up, and there we go. It's Ravage time, baby. They want Queen of Pain. They get Queen of Pain. So she blinked too far in, and the Gaze stops Elder Titan from the Echo Stomp as well. He's going to go down, and because of that, Tavo with the double kill turn, that Ravage. The patience pays off in the end.
Yeah, I don't know if Queen of Pain thought that Tavo maybe got like mana burn from Faith Beyond or something like that, because this is the issue that I was talking about in the draft. Queen of Pains have to blink into initiate, and then they're just incredibly vulnerable. So Tavo, I also thought it was a defensive Ravage at first, but EHOME were just so heavily committed, and obviously Anti-Mage wasn't in the fight that entire time. It was all 5 heroes from Chaos, but it was only 4 heroes from EHOME, so not necessarily the biggest setback for them, but it was a little bit unnecessary for Queen of Pain to think that it's in the realm of possibility to kill a Tidehunter who has Ravage.
Naga.
And Naga's song?
Yeah, she saw Beastmaster coming.
Oh, okay.
She did not want to risk it, so sleeps in TPs. And of course, yeah, that will be on good. And that goes back to my point again. This is a lineup where you have several big ulti cooldowns, Ravage and Song, the 2 big ones. kind of setting up with one another. So if you're EHOME, you see that song's on cooldown, you know Ravage is still on cooldown for a bit. Maybe it's time to make some plays, whether that's Smoke Inks or whatever. In the next
I would agree, especially since Sonic Wave is available. And right now you're just buying time for Anti-Mage. They're pretty confident that Anti-Mage can outcarry Naga Siren, which, again, that's a match that I haven't seen very much in 7.20. I would imagine it makes sense because, like I said, Naga cannot accelerate as fast as an Anti-Mage. Although I would say that Naga probably is a more intimidating 6 slot than an Anti-Mage, as now a roll attempted on mid.
Well, he got the boards. He eventually gets a Beastmaster. Silence coming out. The Magnetize on top of that false promise, saving him for the time being. Those citizens gaze wearing off. Out comes the Echo Stomp on top of the Earth Splitter, hitting that Tidehunter right there. And the Sonic Wave will take out Lich on top of that before he can cast that Chain Frost as well. But AST is going to fall in the meantime. That Magnetize is still ticking, by the way. Finally wearing off. And now Beastmaster, he's also in trouble. Anti-Mage nearby has a Mana Void. He's going to use it on Earth Spirit. And the backlines take him out. Lich buys back. Ego, he's just trying to kite them away, maybe be a distraction. And blinks that other way, so yeah, he'll be fine, of course. But, I mean, still, Chaos, you can argue they definitely won that fight. I mean, the damage of the Magnetize, top damage in that fight from the Earth Spirit.
Yeah, and they don't really have an aura builder, like I was talking about for Tidehunter. Tidehunter's a great aura builder, but Faith Beyond's going pure damage with Necrobook 3 and now Vlad's. I guess now he's progressing his way into auras, but something like a Glimmer Cape or a Pipe could go a long way on the side of EHOME to deal with. Because even like Power Shot, Weehaw came like towards the tail end of that fight. Power Shot is 450 damage. That is an obscene amount of damage for such a low cooldown nuke. So anything to be able to mitigate this burst damage could go a long way at making sure that these fights stall out. Because again, like they just need to make time for Anti-Mage. Queen of Pain is throwing her life away just to make sure that Ego can get good kills and, you know, have free farm in the jungle to make sure that he's not getting hunted by this Wind Ranger constantly.
Elder Titan has that medallion picked up, looking to build a BKB himself after the fact. I mean, yeah, it's a hero that can actually do some decent damage, so pops that BKB, able to run around freely and whack some people with the Astral Spirit buff. It makes sense there. I'm also looking at Queen of Pain, the Yules, and he does have the axe queued up, so again, it goes back to that logic, as this is just a fast game right now, and having a 40-second Sonic Wave cooldown, you're dealing with Naga Siren and their illusions even, so it does make sense. The logic is there. Not surprised to see it. Quap.
Yeah, and ET also gets very, very tanky with the BKB. We see right now he already has like 2k HP whenever he is on Strength Treads, and he's only level 10, so pretty difficult for him to go down with the BKB. It's the luxury item, but it's a game-winning item as well, whereas other stuff like... For some reason, no one builds Solar Crest. I really like Solar Crest. This game, I guess it's not that great because Naga Siren's like a bunch of different units, and Wind Ranger has Focus Fire, but no one builds Solar Crest, and I think the attack speed reduction is heavily underrated. It's almost like putting an Enchantress Untouchable on the enemy carry from range, but I don't know, it's just not popular these days.
Yeah, so you're almost using it offensively even on somebody, yeah. People just settle with the medallion and just don't bother going to that full. It's just a clunky buildup of the orb, I think.
I think so, yeah.
This is
Roach is going to be taken. Yeah, Sour Splitter comes in, but it just distracts as the rest of EHOME are going to finish off the bot tier 2 as Anti-Mage has completed his Battle Fury. And they're just going to keep the pressure on. AST's pushing mid. You can take the Aegis, but you're not going to be able to claim any objectives with it if EHOME have their way.
Ooh. That was a ballsy attempt there by Beastmaster, and I mean, I guess it's the case he was just calling HFN's bluff. He's like, you know what, the only way you're gonna stop me is if you pop your long ulti cooldown, and Naga Siren's, okay, sure, I'll stop your TP, and ends up taking him out. So bit of a miscue there from Faith Beyond, and got the reaction at least. And HFN, sure, that's on cooldown now for another 100 seconds or so, but has the Aegis. Wait a couple minutes and regroup, and most certainly make great use of it. I mean, this Naga Siren, by the way, look at that net worth. It is really scaling quickly. With the Diffusal and Yasha, Manta Style is almost finished. In fact, it's being delivered, I believe. She is getting pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess this is how you compensate for her lack of a good farming steroid, is by joining into every single team fight. HFN has shown up to literally every single fight and been living, which I guess is the most important thing. And so he's participating from all the experience. He's level 15, whereas Anti-Mage is only about to hit level 14. And yeah, the net worth as well. Tidehunter also has exceptional net worth. Went straight for the Greaves after the Vlads. And that Roche attempt is definitely paying dividends, as now they're pushing up high ground.
Yeah, they know they don't have sleep, though, so EHOME at least aware of that, but of course there's Ravage, and you have an anti-mage that's like, okay, he has a Battle Fury, but he needs plenty of time. So obviously a smart decision by Chaos here ultimately, and making great use of the Aegis right now. HFN going to be comboed if they can try to burn the Aegis here. It looks like they're going to, or a splitter. Helping to do that now. Make sure not to lose her after the fact.
Oh man, you gotta finish that tier 3. You came so far.
Davo wants it. He's not hitting too hard, but
denied.
Ego even denies it. All right, got the deny at least. Ego's pushing top tower in the meantime, and that's a Sonic Wave coming out, finishing off lifts. The Echo Stop hits Tidehunter. Is he going to Ravage for this? We saw it before. The one, the Ravage comes out, and the turn possibilities are here. Now, Ink is back in the face of Elder Titan. Nagasaran chasing after Faith Beyond. He gets a False Promise, but I don't think it's going to make him live in the end. The Illusion's beating his face in. As soon as that False Promise wears up, there you go. Killing spree for HF and top lane. We is up here at least pushing it out, but now Anti-Mage joining back in the fight as out comes the Scream. Or excuse me,
the song.
The song, yeah, but they did just TP. Not gonna fight
EHOME are just not, like, like you said, it's like they're calling bluffs, and they're like, I don't think Tavo's gonna Ravage. Let's just whittle him down really low, and like, they caught him kind of low, and I think they were like, dude, why isn't Kraken Shell popped yet? Maybe we can kill him. And then eventually Kraken Shell popped, and they were all too close because they were like, oh man, I can just like Purify Flames one more time and he might die. And immediately Ravage comes out, and Earth Spirit was just waiting in the shadows. King RD knew that as soon as Ravage comes out, he'll be able to get a solid Magnetize, multi-hero grip silence, and I don't know, they're not respecting the ultimates on the side of Chaos every single time EHOME goes in, so it's only a 1k net worth advantage right now for Chaos, but they took down a tier 3, and the next Roach is going to be coming up fairly soon as now Yule's up on the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, good silence on a Beastmaster as well, prevents a Prime Aurora. Now he could use it, but he's going to be stunned up after the fact, so he's having some trouble. Prime Aurora not even, he eventually gets it off. That's an illusion, by the way. Faith Beyond goes down, so that was full panic mode for Beastmaster. As Elder Titan, he's going to be in a panic now as well. The Echo Stomp not even close to hitting, and they're just going to stun him with the roll. A kill after kill for Chaos. They are online now, man, and they're just going to keep on going. King RD, gotta be careful. We've seen this before. Going a little deep there as your Spirit, but with the racks exposed, why the hell not? You still have an Anti-Mage on the other side that doesn't even have the next item after the Battle Fury, so this should be a Rax.
Yeah, I think so. HFN, you can see how massive the power spike is whenever Nagasiren completes Diffusal. She just shredded that Beastmaster, who is a fairly tanky hero, but does not look very tanky whenever there are, what, 3 illusions and then a main not. Oh no, 5 illusions because she has the Manta style, yeah. So it's pretty devastating.
And then
although
go ahead.
EHOME are comfortable with this, as this is very similar to the game 3 they just played against VP, where they were like, it's okay, Anti-Mage will carry us late.
Yeah, there's been a lot of focus on the Nagasaran, but how about also Wind Ranger? She went with that first item MKB, one of the few heroes that you could see it on possibly, and deciding to go for it. So it has it now, and we saw right there even doing some good damage to Anti-Mage, forcing in a blink, and she's building an Ag's Neck. So with the Ag's MKB combo, that physical damage is going to be ridiculous that she's going to be putting out now.
Yeah, it might almost actually make Faith Beyond feel like building an Assault Cuirass. He already has the Vlad's as an armor aura buff, but even with that, he only has 9 armor. And yeah, I definitely agree that Weeha's physical damage is going to be incredibly difficult for the entire side of EHOME to deal with, because we're seeing how squishy the Queen of Pain is, and your Elder Titan's building like a BKB, which is a very selfish item, and it's only relevant in terms of spell damage. It does nothing to mitigate physical damage. So Weeha has kind of been lurking, but I think that him and Nagasaran, especially with Riptide armor reduction, EHOME need to start prioritizing building some armor on their heroes.
Well, that Wind Ranger just pushing out bottom lane, getting one step closer to the Axe. Only needs about 1,000 more gold, and she'll have that taken care of. Speaking of Axe, Queen of Pain just purchased her own, so she does have that Sonic Wave on a 40-second cooldown now at least, as well as a bit more damage, of course, so having that going for her. That level 20 talent also going to be pretty key, I feel like, for the Queen of Pain. I assume we're going to see the spell lifesteal, although, yeah, it's been a while. Maybe
yeah,
changed, but
Shadow Strike does show up every once in a while, but I think if you get an Aghanim Scepter, well, actually both kind of play into spell lifesteal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I would go spell lifesteal. I think it makes more sense, but I can see the value of AoE Shadow Strike against, you know, a hero like Nagasiren that has a bunch of units.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's kind of hell bait if I'm just saying absolutely so. But his decision to make, and again, keep an eye on that. The top shrine though, Chaos, it's objective gaming time. Roshan, a minute 20 before it could spawn, so probably at least 2 minutes or so before we're going to see a Roshan spawn. This third item, by the way, in Nagasaki, very interesting for me, because a Shadow Blade coming out for HFN. What's your take on that?
I think he just wants to kill the Anti-Mage. If he manages to Shadow Blade and then get an ensnare out of invisibility, Anti-Mage won't have an opportunity to counterspell. And if you kill AM, you can win the game. But I also think they can win the game without killing AM, so it is a little bit surprising to me.
Yeah. Speaking of AM, Ego's just off in his own world, as Anti-Mages tend to be for the first 30 minutes of a game. Just farming whatever he can. He's in the Dire Jungle right now, gotta take their Ancients. He's working on, looks like he's thinking about the BKB next. After his first 2 items here. About 3,000 gold saved up, so still a little bit of time needed, but they don't want to give him the time. They're just going to push the top lane again. No Aegis or anything. The kick back on a Queen of Pain. She'll Yules up initially, but gets down the Ravage on top of that. Queen of Pain didn't even stand a chance. Chain Frost is bouncing around, doing some good damage as well on a couple of heals out there. Time one of those victims, as well as the Oracle gets taken out. Buyback from Quap already. What is going on at the bottom lane though? Look at this. Faith Beyond an Ego. They're just pushing this. You know what? You can have a fight. We're going to push this, and lack of TPs are coming out as Wind Ranger. Oh, they couldn't kill the tier 3.
The siege creep.
Siege can't finish it.
It doesn't stun, you creeps.
He tried, man. He tried. They didn't get the tower kill though. And now Anti-Mage has to blink away from HFN. So, you big picture, EHOME definitely wins the trade, despite how bad that fight was looking initially.
Yeah, it almost seems tactical how Queen of Pain kind of gave her life away as now Elder Titan. This doesn't seem tactical, this just seems foolish, as he is surrounded by 4 dire heroes, he's gonna go down. Yeah, because
I want to
Queen
give
of Pain...
credit to King... That was more King Artie, I think, with the blink dash. He kicked that Quap into a stun combo. That was just well played.
It was well played, but at the same time, like, you have Aghanim's Sonic Wave. Yeah, just do that. Like, as soon as the creep wave comes to your high ground, just Sonic Wave. Why are you even letting Naga Siren walk to your high ground to begin with? But I think it was like, okay, if they commit to a fight, then I may buy enough time for my team to take bot tier 3, which, again, is the attempt by the Anti-Mage and the Beastmaster, but Dire has posted up Wind Ranger and Lich in the bot lane to deal with it. And Naga Siren's just going to sleep and escape and invis away.
They need these BKBs. They cannot take these fights without the BKBs. It's very evident now, if it wasn't before. So both Anti-Mage and Quap now, surprisingly, are building that next. In fact, Beastmaster, interesting. Beastmaster went bots, and he has an axe queued up himself. That's proven to be a popular item in this game. Especially on heroes that we don't see it a lot. I mean, I guess on Wind Ranger and Quap we do, but definitely not Beastmaster.
No, definitely not on Beastmaster. I wonder why. The bonus range, I guess, is nice, but...
Cooldown. Maybe it's just that. They just want this fast game.
Well, I don't think EHOME want a fast game, though. I think Chaos wants a fast game. I think EHOME want to make this Anti-Mage, like, God mode, which is why the Aghanim Scepter on Sonic Wave, I think it's more for pushing out creeps, as we see ASD just do in the bot lane, rather than being able to, like, yeah, let's team fight every single 40 seconds. It's more like, yeah, let me clear out a creep wave every 40 seconds.
Yeah, no, I think the AC idea earlier kind of made sense too, but yeah, you gotta think that's where maybe the logic is, again, playing around the big ultimate cooldowns on the other side of the Ravage and Song specifically, but this is another Roshan now. Meanwhile, they are pushing bottom. Yeah, you gotta worry about that. Tavo has Ravage once again. He's kind of delaying it right here, so they get the Aegis. He's doing what he can to kill the Miller X. The Ravage comes out again, stall as much as he can. Ego gonna be locked down, silence on the top of the stun, but he's got a BKB now. He's going for the Miller X, and now he'll blink out. We's in pursuit. Shackle, it hits Faith. So Faith is going to get caught trying to TP out once again down here. Seen this before, deja vu. Oh, no, it's not going to be enough. He tried to go for the bots play after. I mean, or I guess that was a TP. But either way, Wise also picked off way over here by HFN. So a couple of kills. They lost their melee racks, but now it's Chaos's turn.
Yeah, and HFN takes cheese off of that as the second Roche. Very helter-skelter game. Teams are, like, I understand EHOME's approach. It's too difficult to fight whenever they don't have BKBs, and now Anti-Mage is the only person with a BKB, which is nearly as bad as not having a BKB against a Naga Siren, because if you're the only hero who's spell immune, then you're gonna get rooted, and everyone's gonna focus you. Granted, Anti-Mage has counterspell, so he has some tools to deal with it, but you really need 2 heroes, and Queen of Pain actually gets a Shadow Blade, not the BKB.
Wow.
This is some of the weirdest itemization I've seen in this game. Like, this
It
is
really
so
is.
peculiar.
It's definitely keeping this interesting and worthy of debates, I suppose. But HFN, he doesn't care right now. He's just a boss as far as the status. He just got a heart delivered, by the way, as they're pushing right here. So the racks will fall. She still has Song. They still have, well, they don't have Ravage. That's right, they used it before. But obviously, EHOME's intimidated, and they should be. This goes back to, sure, they got these fast cooldowns, but if either Song or Ravage is up, they cannot overextend. And Anti-Mage right there trying to bait things out, but Chaos is doing a hell of a job, I gotta say, especially compared to the first series, of just being very patient, not overplaying their hand, and continuing on with this 7k lead that they have.
Yeah, and they can get away with it this game. In the previous game against TNC, there was like a much tighter clock because they didn't have a carry. Here they have the Naga Siren. She's freaking 3k HP. Aegis, although, wait, did she eat the cheese or did she give the cheese? Oh, she gave the cheese to Wind Ranger. Yeah, so they have 2 carries because Wind Ranger's also being a carry. Whereas in their previous series where they had the Shadow Fiend, the Furion, and I forgot who the third hero was, but whatever the case, it was 3 heroes who did not scale this well this late into the game
Visage,
because
yeah.
the Visage, that's right, because they all itemized for hard pushing. Whereas here, they're itemizing for survivability, and they're not really itemizing for pushing. Like, Shadowblade, Naga Siren is not a pushing item, and, I mean, Tavo is Greaves, and Blink is like a jump and fight item. So, I really like the itemization on Chaos.
I like how Faith Beyond and Ego are just doing their own thing. They're killing a Shrine up top, and they're going to push top now, at least Faith Beyond is. Yeah, Ego porting back, and now Faith Beyond is porting back as well in the Beastmaster. So again, they're going to have to try to hold. They can't just give them Mega Creeps, of course, so this they have to defend, absolutely. They don't have a choice, but there you go. Counterspell wears off, has to play safe. Again, he has an Oracle backup, so he's got that going for him. His Snare Reflect with the Counterspell. HFN, though, he ain't afraid. The Sonic Wave pushback, but okay, not really doing a whole lot, and he's going back in. Silence up on Anti-Mage. He really is just spamming that Counterspell whenever he can, which is quite frequent, of course. So, ain't the easiest push for Chaos. We're gonna roll in, no blink out from King RD. Good reaction. Here's Splitter. They're just trying to delay. I keep going back to that. That's all this is. Naga Siren. He's in his Burnal's mana, actually, so this is gonna be an Aegis use with the Mana Void coming out, but
Yeah,
she has a
BKB
sleeve.
used, and Ravage is available.
Oh, she couldn't get off. The lockdown with the Prowler War. Kid's gonna go first. No, the Ravage does come out. They push her away, so she doesn't have mana, but they cannot get the kill. Anti-Mage had to blink out for the time being. HFN having to be somewhat careful. Does have a heart. Could regen. Oracle picked up in the backlines. False Promise already used. HFN blinking, Anti-Mage blinking back to the fountain to heal on up. Buyback from Oracle, though. This is the last ranged racks even between them and the Mega Creeps of Chaos. They really want it, damn it. They're gonna go for it. Tapa jumping back in with the Anchor Smash. HFN eats the cheese. It was giving back to the Sonic Wave pushback once again coming out. Fear and stunning
Anti-Mage
everything on
barely
the other
gets out.
side as AM does blink away just barely to save his life. Quap having to blink out as well, but that is gonna be Mega Creeps. They just cannot kill anyone on the side of Chaos Esports Club, and that'll do it. Chaos will take game 1. They eventually push through.
Yeah, overall, I really like the itemization on Chaos, and I really did not like the itemization on EHOME. It seemed like they were still